Spring break is supposed to be fun. No rules, no stress, just freedom. That's what we thought when we planned the trip. There were 5 of us, me, my girlfriend Mia, my best friend Tyler, his cousin Eric, and Mia's new friend Lila. We weren't even that close as a group, but somehow we all ended up going together. It felt random at the time. Looking back, it didn't. We chose a place called Bluewater Beach. It wasn't popular like Miami or Cancun, but Tyler said that's what made it better. Fewer people, cheaper stay, more privacy. The drive took 6 hours, and nothing felt wrong. We joked, played music, stopped for snacks, just a normal trip. But when we finally got there, something changed. The beach was almost empty. Not quiet in a peaceful way, quiet in a wrong way. Mia even said it felt strange, but we laughed it off. We shouldn't have. The house Tyler booked didn't look like a vacation place. It looked abandoned. The paint was peeling, the windows were dark, and there were no other houses nearby. Just ours, sitting alone near the water. Even Eric hesitated before getting out of the car. But Tyler insisted it was the right place. So we went in. The door wasn't locked. That was the first thing that felt wrong. Inside, the air felt stale, like no one had been there in a long time. The furniture was old but arranged neatly, like someone had left in a hurry but expected to return. There were photos on the walls. Old black and white photos of families standing outside the same house, on the same beach. No one in those pictures was smiling. That part stuck with me. We tried to ignore it. After a long drive, no one wanted to turn back. So we unpacked, picked rooms, and decided to go to the beach to enjoy the night. At first, everything felt normal again. There were other groups farther down the shore. Music, laughter, people drinking and dancing. For a while, we forgot about the house. Then we realized Lila was gone. At first, it didn't seem like a big deal. We thought she had gone back to the house or wandered off with someone. But time kept passing. She wasn't answering her phone. Mia started getting worried, and slowly, so did I. Something didn't feel right. It wasn't just that she disappeared. It was the way everything suddenly felt off again. Like earlier. Like the moment we arrived. I told Mia I was going back to check. She didn't hesitate. She came with me. Tyler and Eric stayed behind. That decision would matter later. The walk back felt different. The beach was darker than before, and the sound of the waves felt louder, heavier. That's when we noticed the footprints. A set of small barefoot prints heading toward the house. Most likely Lila's, but right beside them was another set. Larger. Following her. Mia saw it too. Neither of us said anything for a moment. But we both understood the same thing. Lila wasn't alone. When we reached the house, it was completely dark. No lights, no sound, just silence. The kind that feels unnatural. We stepped inside and called her name. No response. Then we heard something. A sound from upstairs. A heavy, slow noise. Like something hitting the floor. We froze. It happened again. The sound was coming from our room. We walked upstairs slowly, every step feeling louder than it should. At the end of the hallway, the door to our room was slightly open. And something inside was moving. I pushed the door open. And what we saw didn't make any sense. At first, nothing looked wrong. The room was exactly how we left it. Our bags were still there, the bed untouched, everything in place like no one had entered. For a second, I thought maybe we were overreacting. Then Mia grabbed my arm. She didn't say anything at first. She just stared ahead. I followed her gaze. There was a mirror on the wall. Tall, old, slightly foggy, and something about it felt off. I stepped closer without thinking. In the reflection, I could see the room behind me. The bed, the door, Mia standing near the entrance. Everything looked normal, until it didn't. There was someone else in the reflection. Standing behind us. My heart dropped. I turned around instantly. There was no one there. "Jason," Mia whispered. Her voice was shaking. I saw it too. Slowly, I looked back at the mirror. The figure was still there. But now, it was closer. It didn't look like a normal person. Its shape was wrong somehow. Too tall, too thin. Its face, blurred, like it couldn't fully exist. And then it moved. Not in the room, only in the mirror. It took a step forward. Mia pulled me back hard. "Let's go. Right now." There was no arguing. We rushed out into the hallway, my heart pounding so loud it felt like it was echoing in my head. But the moment we stepped out, something felt different. The hallway didn't feel the same. It looked longer. The stairs seemed farther away than before. And the walls, they were covered in photos. Dozens of them. I was sure they weren't there earlier. Or maybe we just didn't notice. Either way, they were there now. I grabbed one without thinking. And the second I looked at it, my stomach twisted. It was us, all 5 of us, standing outside the house. The same pose as the old photos downstairs. The same angle, but we never took that picture. Mia leaned closer, her breathing uneven. That's from tonight. But something was wrong. In the photo, none of us were smiling. Not even Tyler. And Lila, she looked different, pale, still, like she didn't belong with us anymore. I felt cold. Then I noticed something else. In the background of the photo, inside the window of the house, there was a figure, the same one from the mirror, watching us. A sound broke the silence. A heavy thump from downstairs. We both froze. It came again, slower this time, like something moving. Mia shook her head. We need to leave. She was right. We should have left. We should have run out of that house and never looked back. But Lila was still missing. And that thought wouldn't let us go. So we moved, slowly, carefully, back toward the stairs. Each step creaked as we went down. The house felt quieter now. Too quiet, like it was waiting. When we reached the bottom, I saw it first. A shape in the living room. Someone was there, sitting on the couch, facing away from us. Mia whispered her name, Lila. The figure didn't move. I took a step closer. Lila, it's us. Slowly, the figure stood up. The movement was wrong, too slow, too stiff, like it wasn't used to moving. Then it turned around. Mia gasped. I couldn't even speak. It wasn't her. The face looked stretched, unnatural. The skin too pale, and the eyes, they looked empty, like nothing was behind them. But when it spoke, the voice was Lila's. Why did you come back? Mia started crying. What did you do to her? The thing smiled. A wide, unnatural smile that didn't match its face. You weren't supposed to see. It took a step toward us. And in that moment, I understood something. Whatever was standing in front of us wasn't pretending to be Lila. It had already taken her. For a moment, neither of us moved. That thing, wearing Lila's voice, just stood there, watching us. Then it took another step forward. And something inside me finally snapped. Run. We turned and ran for the door. I didn't look back. I didn't want to see if it was following us. The only thing that mattered was getting out of that house. We reached the front door and yanked it open. Cold air hit my face. For a second, I thought we made it. But the beach outside was wrong. It wasn't the same place we had just come from. The shoreline looked darker, stretched out farther than before. The lights from the distant parties were gone. No music, no people, nothing, just empty sand, and the sound of waves. Mia grabbed my arm tightly. Where are they? I didn't answer. Because I didn't know. We stepped outside anyway. Staying in the house wasn't an option anymore. The moment we moved forward, I noticed something that made my chest tighten. Footprints. All over the sand. Not just ours. Not just Lila's. Dozens of them. Maybe more. All leading toward the house. None leading away. Mia saw it too. Her voice barely came out. Jason, no one leaves. Before I could respond, the door behind us slammed shut. We both jumped. I rushed back and tried to open it. It wouldn't budge. It was like the house had locked us out. Or maybe, locked something in. A sound came from inside. Muffled, but clear enough. More than one voice, whispering. Mia covered her ears. Make it stop. I stepped back slowly. Every instinct was telling me the same thing. We weren't supposed to leave. And then, I saw someone in the distance. Near the water. A figure. Standing still. Facing us. Tyler. I called out. No response. We moved closer. Carefully. As we got nearer, I could see him better. It was Tyler. Standing completely still. Mia. It's him. Relief hit me for a second. Finally. Someone else. Someone normal. I walked faster. Tyler. Where the hell did you go? Still no answer. Then I noticed something. His feet. They were buried slightly in the sand. Like he'd been standing there for a long time. Without moving. I slowed down. Something felt wrong again. Tyler. I said, quieter this time. He moved. Slowly. His head turned toward us. And when I saw his face, that relief disappeared instantly. His expression was empty. Just like the thing inside the house. His eyes looked hollow. Mia stepped back. That's not him. But then he spoke. Why did you come back? The same words. The same tone. The same voice. My stomach dropped. Behind him, more figures started to appear. One by one, out of the darkness. standing along the shoreline, some tall, some small, all completely still, watching us. Mia grabbed my arm again, her voice shaking uncontrollably. Jason, those are the people, from the photos. I looked closer, and she was right, the same faces, the same families, all of them standing there, like they had been waiting. Tyler took a step toward us, then another, and behind him, the others followed, slow, silent, unnatural. That's when I understood the truth. The house didn't just take people, it kept them, and whatever they became, they didn't leave, they just waited for the next ones to arrive. We didn't wait. The moment those figures started moving toward us, we turned and ran. Not toward the house, anywhere but there. The sand felt heavier under our feet, like it was pulling us down with every step. Mia was struggling to keep up, her breathing uneven, her grip on my hand tightening with every second. Behind us, I could hear them, not running, not chasing, just walking, slow, steady, certain. I risked a glance back. I wish I hadn't. They weren't far, closer than they should have been. Tyler was in front, or whatever looked like Tyler. His head slightly tilted, his expression still empty. And behind him, all of them, dozens of figures moving in silence. They're gaining on us, Mia said, her voice breaking. I looked ahead desperately, searching for anything, a road, lights, people, anything normal. And then I saw it. A car, parked near a broken wooden path leading off the beach. Come on, I shouted. We pushed harder, ignoring the burning in our legs, the panic rising in our chest. For a moment, it felt like we might actually make it. We reached the car. It wasn't ours, but it didn't matter. I yanked the handle, locked. Check the other side, I said. Mia rushed around, trying the passenger door. Locked. Behind us, the footsteps continued, slow, unstoppable. Jason, Mia's voice cracked. They're close. I looked around wildly, my mind racing. And then I saw it. Keys, lying in the sand, right beside the car. For a split second, I hesitated. Something about it felt wrong. Too easy. But we didn't have a choice. I grabbed the keys and unlocked the door. We both jumped inside, slamming the doors shut. The moment I turned the key in the ignition, the engine started. Relief hit me so hard I almost laughed. Go, go, Mia shouted. I pressed the gas. The car jerked forward, tires spinning slightly in the sand before catching grip. I looked in the rearview mirror. They had stopped, all of them, standing still again, watching us leave. Tyler, or whatever it was at the front. And then, he smiled, a slow, unnatural smile, and raised his hand, not waving, pointing, at us. A chill ran down my spine. What is he doing? Mia whispered. I didn't answer. I just drove, faster, away from the beach, away from that house, away from everything. The road stretched ahead of us, dark and empty. But at least it was a road. At least it felt real. For a few minutes, neither of us spoke. We were both trying to process what just happened. Trying to convince ourselves we made it out. Then Mia said something that made my grip tighten on the wheel. Jason, what? The footprints. I glanced at her. She was staring down, at the floor of the car. My stomach dropped. Sand, wet sand, covered the floor near her feet. And they weren't just random marks. They were footprints. Small ones. Barefoot. Fresh. Slowly, very slowly, Mia lifted her eyes toward me. I didn't bring that in. The air inside the car felt colder suddenly. Too cold. I swallowed hard. Don't look back, I said quietly. But it was already too late. Mia's eyes moved past me, toward the back seat. Her face went completely pale. Jason, her voice was barely a whisper now. There's someone behind us. I didn't turn around. I couldn't. Every instinct in my body told me the same thing. If I looked, something worse would happen. Mia, I said carefully, trying to keep my voice steady. Don't move. Don't say anything else. But I could hear her breathing. Fast, shallow, terrified. It's sitting there, she whispered. My hands tightened around the steering wheel. Don't look at it, I said. Just look at me. I can't, she said, her voice breaking. It's looking at me. The temperature inside the car dropped even more. My breath started to feel cold. Then, I heard it, a slow movement behind us. The sound of something shifting in the back seat. And then, a voice. Why did you leave? It was Lila's voice. Mia let out a small cry, covering her mouth. Tears were running down her face. It followed us, she whispered. It followed us out. My mind was racing. This wasn't possible. We got away. We left that place, didn't we, Jason? Mia said again, her voice barely there. What? It's smiling. I pressed the gas harder. The car sped down the empty road, headlights cutting through the darkness. Just hold on, I said. We're getting out of here. We're almost. Jason. This time, the voice didn't come from Mia. It came from behind me, right next to my ear. I froze. Why did you come back? My heart stopped. I slammed the brakes without thinking. The car skidded slightly before stopping in the middle of the road. Silence. Complete silence. I couldn't feel the steering wheel anymore. My hands were shaking too much. Slowly, I lifted my eyes to the rearview mirror. And I saw it, not clearly, never clearly, but it was there, sitting in the back seat. Its shape shifting slightly, like it couldn't fully stay in one form, and its face, trying to become Lila's. I shut my eyes tight. This isn't real, I whispered. This isn't real. But when I opened them again, it was still there. Mia wasn't moving. Mia, I said. No response. I turned toward her. Her eyes were open, frozen, her face, empty, just like Tyler's. No, 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 no. Her lips moved slowly, and then, she spoke. Why did you come back? I stumbled out of the car. I don't even remember opening the door. I just ran. I ran into the darkness. Away from the road, away from the car, away from that voice. I didn't stop. Not for minutes, not for hours. I don't know how I made it back. I don't remember who found me. But they said I was alone. Completely alone. They searched the area. They found the car. Still on the road. Doors open. Empty. No Mia. No Tyler. No Eric. No Lila. No footprints. No signs of anyone else. Just sand. And inside the car, they found something strange. Photos. Dozens of them. Black and white. Old. Families standing in front of a beach house. And in the newest photo, there were 5 people, standing together, not smiling. And behind them, in the window of the house, there was one more figure. Watching. Waiting. For the next group to arrive.